Asia News, Taiwan and the world.
Good afternoon. It's 4 o'clock and time for Easy News on Icrt. In an unprecedented move, the three judges presiding over the verdict on former Cabinet Secretary General Lin Icrt have submitted requests for an evaluation. Lin Meng-Huang, the Taipei district judge who initiated the move with the other two judges following suit, says he aims to restore the people's confidence in the judicial system and clear his own name. Noting that he did not have the final say in the verdict, Lin says the bombardment of criticism he has received is neither true nor fair. Lin Icrt was indicted on corruption charges that can carry a penalty of life imprisonment. Instead, he was sentenced to 7 years and 4 months in jail, while his wife, mother, and two uncles, all charged with money laundering, were acquitted. The judge's applications will be sent to the Judges Evaluation Committee. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs is dispatching a team to the United States to look in on a case where two Taiwan nationals have been arrested on charges of weapons smuggling. The father and son, both surnamed Tai, are accused of smuggling machinery that can be used to make weapons of mass destruction out of the United States to places such as North Korea. According to the ministry's information, the two are currently in good condition, and the ministry will be providing legal aid to them. As to whether legal proceedings have already begun or if other Taiwan nationals may be involved in the case, the ministry would not speculate. In world news, U.S. President Barack Obama and South Korea's new leader, Park Geun-hye, hope to present a strong front against North Korea's nuclear threats during their high-profile meeting at the White House today, but they also want to leave the door open to talks with Pyongyang. Park has had something of a baptism of fire since she took office in February, 2 weeks after North Korea's latest atomic test ratcheted up tensions on the divided Korean peninsula and undermined her hopes of forging a more trusting relationship with a difficult neighbor. In Washington, Park is assured of a warm reception on a visit that also marks the 60th anniversary of the U.S.-South Korean alliance. Her Oval Office meeting, working lunch, and joint news conferences with Obama will be followed Wednesday by an address to a joint session of Congress. A court in Myanmar has charged 6 Muslims with murder for their alleged role in the death of a Buddhist monk during an outbreak of sectarian violence that shook the country in March. The charges mark the latest legal action against minority Muslims in the central city of Mektila, one of several recent flashpoints for anti-Muslim violence that rights groups say includes an organized campaign of ethnic cleansing in the Buddhist nation. At least 43 people, most of them Muslims, were killed in Mektila, some of them hunted down and burnt to death by Buddhist mobs. Authorities have detained Buddhists allegedly involved in the attacks, but so far none of them have been charged with crimes. China's military is denying renewed U.S. accusations of sponsoring cyber attacks and says the sides should cooperate against the global threat of computer crime. A researcher from the People's Liberation Army says the accusations are irresponsible and harmful to the mutual trust between the two sides. The annual Pentagon report says China is using its cyber capabilities to collect intelligence against U.S. diplomatic, economic, and defense programs and is developing the skills needed to conduct cyber warfare. French authorities say 6 suspected members of Basque separatist group ETA have been detained in simultaneous police operations at 3 sites around France. Unusually, the 3 sites lay beyond traditional Basque country in southwest France. The ministry in a statement describes the 6 as active members of clandestine ETA cells. ETA has been blamed for more than 800 killings in a campaign for an independent Basque state in Spain and France. Waves of arrest by French and Spanish authorities have weakened ETA in recent years. China's richest people are stepping up investment in U.S. real estate and other foreign assets as they try to preserve their fortunes in the face of a fast-changing economy. The report by China Merchants Bank and the consulting firm Bain & Company in China reflects uncertainties about abrupt shifts in an economy in which growth slowed last year to 7.8% from the past decade's double-digit rates. Beijing is trying to shift the basis of growth to domestic consumption and services, reducing reliance on exports and construction that made fortunes for earlier entrepreneurs. Communist leaders have pledged to use taxes and social spending to narrow the huge and politically sensitive gulf between China's small elite and poor majority.